Morning, everybody. It is March 29th, yep. Day 17 of I've Survived Suicide. So a little bit more what's been going on. Forgive the hair, I just got up. Well, actually, I just got out of bed. But it is 7 o'clock in the morning. So I've got a doctor's appointment today. Well, actually, kind of. When I was in the hospital, I was told I was on priority to see the doctor, and all I had to do was tell him who I was. I called yesterday twice. The receptionist, I'm glad I wasn't there in person. I'd probably bitch slap her. Well, that doesn't exist. It's like, well, I'm supposed to be able to talk to the doctor, like right away type thing. They don't actually have any appointments available till next week. And so I've got to go this morning as a walk-in, and they're going to try and rush me through the service. I know that, but I'm not going to let that happen because I've got a few issues I need to talk to the doctor about. My foot's really, really hurting. Like, my knees are okay now, but my foot is... I would love to cut my leg off just so my foot didn't hurt, but then, of course, then that wouldn't help my leg, but... if that makes sense, that probably doesn't make sense to you. But like it hurts to walk. It hurts to wear socks still. And we're getting close to 3 weeks. Like my foot is really sore. I've got something going on with my wrist. It's almost like my nerve can be moved around. So wearing my watch, my jacket, it'll bump it, and it's just throbbing pain. I'm trying to avoid taking any medications. Just it's mentality. Like I took 74 pills, so I'm trying to avoid that medication thing. I'm probably gonna have to go on some medication with the doctor, and I want to talk to her. That's one of the things I want to talk to her about is that medication the doctor is suggesting. Yesterday was a rough day. Actually, the weekend was a rough weekend. Yesterday was I don't know why. I drove in from my place into this Pliers into the shop. And I couldn't stop crying, and I don't know why. Like I didn't even have the radio on, so it wasn't a trigger from the radio. Like I was driving in for a period of time, and all was good, and then for some reason, like my lip would start quivering, and I'd start bawling. I'd go help one of the guys out, and I was fine. I mean, my body was sore, but I wasn't that mental wreck. And then when I left there, because my body was so damn sore, I couldn't stay any longer. I started driving home, and I started crying again. I don't know why. It's as the doctor put it once a while ago, it's nothing bad. It's a chemical imbalance. So I'm probably gonna have to go onto the medications, but again, if I can avoid it, just because of what happened, I'm even trying to avoid taking Advil, just because it is a medication. I got no problem with taking vitamin C and vitamin D and Centrum and like multivitamins, but even when I get a headache, I'm trying to avoid taking that medication, just because of thing. I go from one extreme to another, and that's how I usually am. Tina can attest to that. I've always been that way. I had this problem, so I'm going to completely avoid this, period. I overdosed on medication. I'm going to avoid as much as possible having any medication in this house. And that's kind of the way, and I deal... I've had a few people few friends over the years where, you're even mom and dad quit smoking, and I didn't smoke in front of mom and dad. Just avoid giving them that temptation. Dad would have been fine. Mom probably would have caved if she would have come out and smelt a cigarette. Um, so I try and avoid that whole temptation period. I know some friends that are recovering alcoholics, and I will, yeah, I'd love to have a beer, but I won't drink a beer in front of them. I won't do it. Avoid that temptation, because you don't know what they're going through. They have a hard day, and they're just, oh my God, I just love to have that beer. It's like, no, I don't. That's just the way I am. I'm also not gonna lie. I am really missing her. Um, she hurt me more than anybody has ever hurt me, and I still miss her. Um, see what happened. Like, we won't be getting back together, so that's the way it is. But I still miss her. So another thing, for those of you who are looking for dogs for me, awesome, thank you. I really appreciate it. There are a couple requirements. First, I'm on a second floor condo, so I've got no backyard. Like, absolutely no backyard. I got a little balcony. So that's one reason. Another one is I'm 892 square feet, so it needs to be a small dog. I mean, and like, some of you have known me through, for my life, for a couple decades. I love my big dogs. My favorite dog that I've ever had in the entire my entire life was my shepherd, my white shepherd. I'm going to include a couple pictures at the end of all this. Some will be on my ankle, my wrist. I don't know if you'll see what's going on with my wrist. But my God, I loved my shepherd. Like Xena she was fabulous. I mean, I had that dog for 15 years. And that's a purebred white shepherd. So that's pretty decent. And as much as I would love to have a bigger dog, this place is too small for a big dog, and so it's got to be a small dog. Plus, with a bigger dog, that means I have to walk more, and I'm just not into. I mean, I'll take basically, if I can take the dog for a walk around the parking lot, and that's good, then that's pretty much what I'm looking at. So nothing bigger than like a pug-sized dog. So Yorkie, Shih Tzu, Chihuahua, Pug. And with recent events over the last couple weeks, I'm really going to be financially strapped. So money's going to be super tight. I submitted my timesheets, including the 11th, which was the day before I did it. And I've got, I think it was 19 hours in 3 weeks. I should be having like 80 hours. So I'm really going to be struggling here in the next little while. Also, any of those who, and just kind of little heads up, I'm not sure what's going on with my cell phone. I've had about 20 notifications in the last 2 hours that I've got no data service. But I can call myself, I can text myself, but I got no internet. So, I've got no email, I've got no Facebook. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know I owe them money. I had arrangements set, but I'm not sure what I can actually do about that right now. I'm going to call TELUS here in a little bit and see what's going on. Are they pissing around with my account? Can we push those arrangements back just because of everything that's happened? I don't know. So I may or may not have a cell phone. Don't panic if I don't get back to you right away. Some of you have been checking up on me quite often, and I really appreciate that. Just kind of give you the heads up. If I don't get back to you right away, I'm not thinking those thoughts. I'm not thinking I'm not going to that dark place. I'm trying to get help. I am a bit of an emotional wreck these last few days. but I'm not thinking those things. I can't think of anything else right now. I will be posting another one later on tonight to talk about what the doctors said and everything, and we'll take it from there. Again, don't panic if you don't hear from me on text right away. Just I'm not sure what's going on with my cell phone. All right, love you all. Take care. Bye. Oh, forgive the hair because I did just get up.